start the web link. Not on purpose, but too many things going on. So, Ekadantaya Vidmahe. So, when he was asked the question, is the salt dal made of salt? Is that question you asked? Yeah, of course, a salt. You never heard of dolls that are made with sugar, with salt? They make with different. You would say, let's say, have you seen dolls or toys made of sugar? No. Even that, no? Have you seen different kinds of things made with chocolate shapes? Oh yeah, that's right. And the most amazing thing was last week I was talking to group 2 about bliss. And where is Shailja is here? Yeah, Shailja is here. So, what did you say bliss was? You don't remember? I remember. What did she say?
It was chocolate.
Yeah, she said bliss is chocolate, she said. That's how much we have now relating to bliss is, she said bliss is chocolate. And then she said when there is a chocolate with advertisement, probably they said if you eat this chocolate you get bliss. Right? Yeah, and that's it. And the kids, when they're going to eat chocolate, this is bliss. Hello, ice cream also same thing, yeah? Yeah. Have you seen things made of with ice? Okay, don't have to relate to it, just salt. Say take an ice doll or a snowman, a salt kind of a thing. And then you ask it to go inside an ocean, come back and tell the depth. What happens? What? No, I know it melts, but can it tell? No. Why? Because it is?
Dead.
Dissolved. What? Yeah, it is sinking, and when it is sinking, it dissolves, right? And same thing when we are thinking about divinity, and slowly we go into the depth of the divinity, our mind dissolves. Because it now then becomes one with the experience of the divinity. So, Ekadantaya Vidmahe, the one, the supreme one, the infinite one. Ekadanta means there is only one thing, that is infinity. And this infinity, when you try to experience it, Vakratundaya Dhimahi, your mind begins to get dissolved, out of shape. Vakratunda means no shape, or distorted shape. Okay? So we call it Vakratunda means curved trunk. But what it is when you try to experience the divinity, your mind gets distorted and dissolved. And when it dissolves, Tanno Dantih Prachodayat. Now I can see this divinity, everything is one. One, your mind tries to experience it, and when it experiences it and dissolves, it becomes one with the one, and therefore everything looks like one. There is only one. Ayyo, this is very simple. Right? Kishan? Yeah. Pravesh, yeah. What did you connect to it?
When you go into the depth, it dissolves.
Yeah?
When you go into the depth of divinity, you dissolve.
And then you become?
One.
One with Him. When you become one with Him, because everything is Him, Tanno Dantih Prachodayat. Hello. This is so beautiful. Huh? We are all chanting this all the time. Vakratundaya Vidmahe, Ekadantaya Vidmahe, Vakratundaya Dhimahi, Tanno Dantih Prachodayat. Same thing with bhajans also. How many of you here sang Manas Bhajare Guru Charanam? Let me ask the question. How many of you did not sing Manas Bhajare Guru Charanam so far? Did not sing? Hello? Not sang? Okay. Put down. How many of you not know Manas Bhajare Guru Charanam bhajan? You don't know? You haven't heard the bhajan? Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam.
I've heard
Okay, thank you. Yeah, put it down. Put it down. You are new, right? Huh? You heard it. Hey, Pawan, take it, sit properly, please. Okay. So, every one of these words have such profound meaning inside them. And when your mind begins to experience these words, then you begin to get dissolved in it. When you get dissolved in the divinity, you become one with the divine. When you are one with the divine, everything is divine. Therefore, Tanno Dantih Prachodayat, everything is manifested around you, is only you along with Him. 1 + 1 is equal to
2.
1. So We are teaching different math
That
here.
is
Huh?
times.
Yeah. Okay. Now, hello. Sit down. Yes. What can I do for? No. This is not a math class. Please sit properly. Okay. So, now let us chant Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakkatunna. Ekadantaya Vidmahe Vakratunnya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Now, the next part of the mantra is the prayer. Every one of these Vedic chants, most of them are divided into three pieces. They start with how infinite the divine is, and then they talk about how you experience that divinity. And once you experience that divinity, then the awareness of the prayer comes into picture. Because now you know that you can only experience divinity as a vignette. It cannot be experienced in totality. Ekadantam chaturhastam Ekadantam chaturhastam Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Pashamankushadharinam Pashamankushadharinam. Who doesn't have papers? Huh? You could ask her. Please take one copy, and next time please bring it to the class. And also, by the way, next time don't raise your hand. Huh? Once you take it, you're keeping it with you, and you're bringing it to the class every time. Yes. Hello. Pass it on. I don't know if all the pages are there or not, but they should be. If they are not, yes. Hello. Please come forward and take all of this. Distribute to the people. Whoever doesn't have, what you have been waiting for so far, 45 minutes into class? And everybody chant, huh? Please. Hello. Boys. I am seeing you kind of suffering from happiness. Yeah. You're not chanting. What's happening? Girlfriend problem?
I don't think he has one.
I didn't ask you. Okay. Ready? Everybody please repeat. Ekadantam chaturhastam Ekadantam chaturhastam Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam 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 Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Radam cha varadam hastayir Radam cha varadam hastayir Radam cha varadam hastayir Bibhranam mushakadhvajam Bibhranam mushakadhvajam Bibhranam mushakadhvajam. So, is everybody able to say those words properly? Huh? Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Radam cha varadam hastayir Bibhranam mushakadhvajam. Okay? Raktam lambodaram Shurpakarnakam Raktavasasam Raktagandhanuliptangam Raktapushpaihi supujitam. Okay? So when you are pronouncing, power, please. Yeah. Open your page and chant. Okay? Don't play with your folder. Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Ekadantam chaturhastam Pashamankushadharinam Radam cha varadam hastayir Bibhranam mushakadhvajam Raktam lambodaram.
Raktam lambodaram. Raktam lambodaram.
Shurpakarnakam.
Shurpakarnakam.
Shurpakarnakam. Come is up. Raktavasasam.
Raktavasasam. Raktavasasam.
Raktam lambodaram. Shurpakarnakam. Raktavasasam.
Raktam lambodaram. Shurpakarnakam. Raktavasasam.
Raktam lambodaram. Shurpakarnakam.
Raktavasasam.
Okay, Shurpakarnakam, I made a mistake. Shurpakarnakam Raktavasasam.
Shurpakarnakam Raktavasasam. Shurpakarnakam Raktavasasam.
So this prayer, what you have learned, the chant so far, doesn't describe anything physical. This is the very first time in this Vedic hymn that we are learning how what all we chanted relates to a physical entity. Why? Because the scientist Ganaka has actually, just like a scientist, when they start thinking about a concept, it is just a concept in their head. Imagine what a scientist does. If you are one, for 2 seconds pretend if you are not even a scientist, you are a scientist. What will you do if you are a scientist? You first have an idea, and then the idea begins to become some specific aims and goals, and then you start putting the material in order to do the experiment. Once you do the experiment, you get a result, and once you get the result, you have an inference about that, right? Hello. Same thing, a procedure is followed. Now if you are Ganaka Rishi, he experienced infinity, and he experienced this infinity which was only an experience of everything that is beyond the physical, the metaphysical and the spiritual realm. Now in order for him to comprehend what this is, he had to translate that into letters and to mantra, and we talked about the Helen Keller story about how what you cannot relate to can be translated into words, right? Same thing what an Einstein does. He had the concept of theory of relativity, but he has to now make assumptions, he has to construct his hypothesis, then he needs to start putting a formula together, and when the formula is put together, then he pressure tests the formula with some kind of experimentation, and now he puts all of this, goes to his fellow scientists, and I say, I got this and this is how I got it. They all nod their heads, yes, we also know what you got, even though whether they understand it or not. Hello, excuse me. But we all follow Einstein blindly, don't we? Please put your hand down. Right? We all, oh yeah, that guy said what he said. Do you really know what he said? No. But you blindly do, because same thing, law of gravity. Even if you don't understand law of gravity, you explicitly obey that because you won't walk off a cliff. Right? So same thing with the concept of an inner world. The scientists, when they experienced the inner world, in order to describe it to the people around them, they were able to see what they saw. It's not sitting down, it's actually this experience that this scientist is relating to the outside world. And he said, what I said in the previous hymn, that there is only one, and the one I know, when I begin to experience it, my mind is dissolving, and when it is dissolved, I become one with what I experienced, and when I become one with what I experienced, everything around me is nothing but that one. But now, when he is mentally projecting it, it gets a form. Huh? Is it, are you following? No? Yes? Yeah? Does it make sense? Any questions? Crystal clear, huh? Huh? Yes?
How did it become a form when you mentally projected it?
Because what you experience, right, for example, when you think of a color, right, automatically when something comes into your mind as a thought, each of your thoughts begin to take a shape a form and a reality, right? And like a painter or like a scientist, how it did become a physical form is what you're asking. The physical form is not maybe what you have seen, is the physical form what he has experienced. Other way to think about it is, if you continuously chant that Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha for 10 million times, your mind goes into an energy pattern, and that energy pattern can take a shape. When energy is put constantly through a repetitive pattern, yeah, it takes a shape, doesn't it? Yes or no? Yeah. How do you know that? He said maybe. You said yes. Yeah. And do you know that the flies, when one fly is lying down, the other fly would go around it, making the sound. The fly that is lying down will get the energy and start flying off again. Have you seen that in Mother Nature? It happens. Yeah. Same thing with human being, no different. If one human being is suffering from negativity and the rest of 100 people around them will start singing a bhajan or start doing some chant or prayer, the minds that are dull will get elevated and they become highly energetic too. And that's the purpose of prayer. So this guy started chanting this mantra, this Ganaka Rishi, and then he experienced it. Then he said, what I experience is now projected as a shape and a form. And that one is Ekadantam, single-tusked, Chaturhastam, 4 hands. And in the 4 hands, he had seen he's carrying 4 different things. Pasham, Ankusha Dharinam, on 2 hands. Pasham is the rope, Ankusham is the gourd. Now here is the thing. What he is seeing as Pasham is attachment. You get tied. Pasham means rope. What is a rope used for? Tying. So your attachment ties you down. So what he is carrying in his hand is the attachment. Ankusham is the gourd which is used to control a gourd is used to control a elephant. And the elephant, when it goes wild, there is a mass of muscle on the back of the neck, and when you press on it, the elephant is controlled. Your ego is like an elephant, and when it goes out of control, he is using that to control your ego. So there is whatever we are talking about here has an inner meaning in the context of the form. And last night we were talking about the aspect of what's the significance of the form of Ganesha. And so now what he's describing is the form he has seen. Pasham Ankusha Dharinam Radancha Varadam Hastair. Radam is a flag. Varadam means a palm like this. Varada means giving, the palm that is giving. Bibhranam Mushakat Vajam. And the one he is carrying on the flag, there is the symbol of the mouse. What do you use a mouse for? For a computer. Ganesha, yeah, exactly, mouse is used for a computer. Ganesha had a mouse. Hello. Even before we even wondered about mouse, he had a mouse. Right? That's very beautiful. What do you do with the mouse? Yeah. Entertainment. What? Browse the internet. And that is the significance of Pawan, please. I'll ask you to raise. My hand is hurting. So the point of the mouse that he is carrying is to browse the internet. Yeah, just wondering what is internet. Yeah, talk to your mom. Oh, mom is not here, right? Yeah, okay. Talk to your sister. Sister is here. Yeah. So internet. Why is a mouse important as a vehicle? There is also significance to that. Why did he choose a mouse as his vehicle? Yeah. You all have been learning all this stuff. No, Divya, stop looking at me now. Huh? Mouse is, yeah.
Isn't it because he turned this one demon into a mouse and then he started writing it?
Hello, simple, let's go to basics. Mouse is a nocturnal animal.
And it doesn't like us.
Mouse is a, don't be silly, Rajan. Mouse is a nocturnal animal. Pravesh, what does that mean? I said Pravesh, yeah, he's talking.
During the day and wakes up at night.
Yeah, nocturnal animals are active during night and they're inactive during daytime. And guess what? A mouse can see much better in darkness.
Oh, I know why.
So, being a leader, no, I'm not asking question, please put your hands down and take it easy. Why your hands go up like that? Is some response? Just, when I ask you, listen. When you are raising your hand, you are not listening. So, listen carefully. So, Mushaka Dvajam is, Mushaka, the nocturnal animal, mouse, is a better one to navigate during the night time. The night time, the darkness is symbolic of ignorance. So when you are in ignorance, he is the one that is helping you to navigate through ignorance with his mouse. See, can you even imagine how much of beautiful symbolism is there with all the stuff that we are talking about? It's nothing to do with what all the stuff about all the stuff of stories about that guy getting killed, this guy getting killed. All those are stories to attract you, to get your focus and attention. Even Swami's miracles, that he materializing a ring for you or etc., is to make sure that you first get focus. Then you get wonder, oh, how did he do that? Oh, how does he do that? But he's saying that is not the purpose why I am here. All of that stuff is really, it's like a mother when she has to make the child drink a bitter medication. What does it do? What does the mother do? They will first give the sugar. Okay, eat a little bit of sugar. And then as the child thinks, oh, I got the sugar. Now pour the bitter thing. That's why my mother used to. Now they don't get bitter medications because pharmaceutical companies have become very intelligent. They add sugar to everything, including your foods. And that's the reason why you are hyper all the time. Cannot focus. Hello. So, that Mushaka Dhvajam is that the Dhvajam means a flag. And the flag means actually there is a symbol he is giving. Look at my form and understand the inner meaning of what that means and connect to the inner piece, not to the outer piece. Mushaka Dhvajam. Radancha Varadam Hastair Vibranam Mushaka Dhvajam. Raktam Lambodaram. Red in color. Lambodaram. Huge belly. Huge belly. Is Ganesha obese? Now this is the question that Swami asked. Hey, what these Indians have problem, man? They chose a obese guy as the leader. In America we choose Superman, Power Rangers, all these guys, the machos as the leaders, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, the macho guy as our leaders. Why these Indians chose this big belly guy as the leader? Hello, doesn't make any sense. Raktam Lambodaram Shurpakarnakam. Now that's the reason why he is chosen as a leader. The first one I talked about is the mouse. Even though he was the leader of all the leaders, he was humble. He did not go in a Rolls Royce or a helicopter and lived in the Hyatt Regency 11th floor hotel with all the entourage. He was humble. He used a mouse, which is symbolic of navigation during ignorance and night time. And then Shurpakarnakam. He has the ears that are so big. Shurpakarnakam means ears that are like the winnowing thing. Yeah, I don't know how to call that in English. In Telugu we call it chata. They do that like that in India, like a fan. A fan is not the right word. It is not actually a fan. Hand, no, it's not even a hand. They use it for chat and evantarandi. Moram in Tamil. Can you tell it in English? No word in it, because they don't use that in America, right? In Western world, they don't use all those hand-held instruments to make the food. We all go to processors. Food processors do all that. We don't make our own food. In India, we are trained to actually take the husk, remove the husk, make the rice, and go to a chakki. You take your own wheat, and the food is processed right there. It is fresh, and it is not processed. And we used to eating that kind of food. Here, you ask the children where the food comes from. They will say Schnucks, or they will say Albertsons, Safeway. That's what they are used to. They don't even know that vegetables are grown in the field and we are eating this. This is a serious thing. I go and teach nutrition to high school kids. And many of the children have no awareness of where the food is coming from. So Shurpakarnakam means the one that is used to process the lentils. Yeah, 5 more minutes. We are done. I want to complete the meaning of this. And the reason for what is the symbolic of the Shurpakarnakam means, when you have long ears, you are able to listen more carefully. The big ears, elephant can listen very beautifully. And just like even cows, their ears move because they catch the vibrations all around them. So as a leader of all the gods, this guy has to listen very carefully. The first quality of a great leader is a listener. And the second quality of a great leader is they're humble. So this description of the form talks about, and then the context of Shurpakarnakam, Raktavasasam, Raktagandha. Now it is describing about the auspiciousness of all the aspect about, Rakta means red in color. Okay? And that is the Sindur, the red color. There is again a scientific explanation of why red color is auspicious. Why orange color is auspicious. I would not go into that today because there is no time. Rakta Gandhana Liptangam Rakta, because it's very simple. I'll give you the clue. In all the 7 colors, describe the 7 colors. Hello. In the order. From the spectrum of wavelength, from 340 nanometers to 700 nanometers, that is the spectrum of wavelengths of light. Vibgyor, yeah, that's the spectrum of light. First ultraviolet is 340 nanometers, and when you shift to the higher level, then you get the indigo. First V, Vibgyor, I said ultraviolet. First one is violet, next one is indigo, next one is blue, next one is green, next one is after that is infrared. After that is white. Exactly. After that is white. And I'll tell you children, lot of people ask, why do these Sai devotees wear this white and white? Are you guys crazy? Are you a cult? Why do you wear white and white? All the men, hello, please put your hands down. I'm not asking you to answer a question. I will ask, when I ask question, you answer. The reason why you wear white and white is the last in the spectrum of all the wavelengths. And what happens is white has, if you take all the colors, this is a simple scientific thing that children can do. Draw all the colors on a wheel, all the 7 colors. And when you spin the wheel, what color you see? White. So all the colors are present in white. But yet, white does not absorb any radiation. It does not absorb any heat. It only reflects heat. Black, on the other hand, absorbs the heat. Swami said very beautifully, my students should be the ones that have every single good quality in them, but yet when they go out into the society, they never take, they only give. And this is the significance of wearing white and white. People say purity, purity, but purity and all that stuff we don't understand. It is very simple for you all to understand why you should wear white and white. It's a symbol of saying that I have all the divinity and all the good qualities in me, but yet I can only give, I cannot take. Giving is divine, getting is human. God is always giving and forgiving. Man is always getting and forgetting. Okay, so that's the reason why that rakta means it's the last bit of color that is associated right before the white, and the red is the reason why people wear this red vermilion, is to associate with the divinity that is right. Look at his robe, it is orange in color right before red. Because if God is all white and colorless, you won't be able to perceive him. He comes down one level so that you can see him. Red is the only color you can see very clearly. That's the reason why signal light stop is red in color. Now you see Raktam, Lambodaram, Shurpakarnakam, Raktavasasam, Raktagandhanuliptangam, Raktapushpai Supujitam, all red and red. He's saying, hey, I am the signal light, watch clearly. When you are in trouble, stop, look at me. That's the meaning of that mantra. Next week onwards, we will learn what do you get out of chanting all these Vedic hymns. That is what is described. Raktam, Lambodaram, Shurpakarnakam, Raktavasasam. So I went to that, right? Okay. I will just chant Sairam. Can we have 5 more? Where is Ushaji? No, we're done. Okay. Oh, Sairam. Okay. So we'll close with Om and 3 Shantis. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you very much.